Homer was brimming with confidence as he prepared for the company's big speech contest. After all, he had amassed quite a collection of notecards over the years, and Lenny's grandmother was his tried and true opening joke. But Marge pointed out that the woman was critically ill and using her for a laugh was inappropriate. "What? That's my opening hook," Homer protested. "Don't worry, I'll just thaw out some comfort ham for when you fail," Marge replied, showing little faith. "You have so little confidence in me. If I get stuck, I'll just talk about half-lives," Homer declared. Marge remained completely unimpressed. Seeing Homer's disappointment, Marge quickly tried to reassure him, saying the audience was sure to laugh. Homer was so nervous he felt his soul leave his body, and then his physical soul actually followed suit, leaving him utterly bewildered. However, on stage, his boss, Mr. Burns, took the stage before him and delivered the very half-life speech Homer was so proud of. This completely derailed Homer, rendering all his prepared material useless. And now, for our headline speaker. Homer Simpson, the announcer called. Homer shakily walked to the podium. Mr. Burns maliciously cranked the volume on the footstep amplifier to maximum, intensifying Homer's panic. As he reached the stage, beads of sweat poured down his face. Forced to improvise, Homer stammered through a disjointed speech, disappointing the audience and drawing loud jeers. Overwhelmed, he collapsed on stage, curling into a fetal position and muttering to himself. "Release the therapy dogs," Mr. Burns commanded dryly. The dogs provided a momentary comfort. "Now, release the hounds," Burns followed up, sealing Homer's humiliation. This year's lecture was truly something, Carl remarked in the audience. Back home, Homer tried to soothe his feelings with a bowl of plain corn kernels. When Marge asked how his day went, he hesitated to answer. Suddenly, the dripping kitchen faucet seemed to come to life, mocking his failure. The wall clock and the barbecue kettle joined in, calling him a loser. Homer slumped over the table, sobbing quietly. To cheer him up, Marge suggested a visit to the Springfield Comedy Club. They arrived just as the improv actors were asking for audience suggestions. Professor Frink shouted out New York City as a location. The mayor suggested a marriage without love for the relationship. Then, they needed a topic. Homer mumbled fear of public speaking, but it was too quiet to hear. The lead comedian, thinking Homer said he disliked talking in the dark, instructed Jerry to give him the light. A terrified Homer was suddenly trapped in a spotlight. He frantically tried to hide, but the light pursued him relentlessly. Finally, from behind the safety of the stage curtain, he managed to yell, "Fear of public speaking." Using the three suggestions, New York City, a loveless marriage, and a fear of public speaking, the performers created a brilliant skit that earned roaring laughter and applause. Homer, watching from the wings, felt a surge of happiness. Inspired, he told Marge he wanted to join their troupe. The troupe leader quoted him a price, $500 for an 8-lesson course. For Homer, with 3 kids to feed, it was a significant expense.